Hi, thank you for coming to Diane Potter Yoga. I'm Diane Potter. Today we're going to train for our handstands, so kind of like a drill day, training day, and then at the end we'll incorporate the handstands into a couple of flows because I know that we all love that. And so grateful you're here. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Let's start. Actually, we can start. What you'll need today is 2 blocks, something handy like maybe a marker or a remote control, or I love tennis balls. It's always good to have tennis balls. And let's start. We'll stay on the tops of our feet. Let's take a few deep grounding breaths. Bring your attention within. And let's bring our arms out in a T. Way to warm up the shoulders without any wrists. So we just hold for the count of 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathing. Let's make circles to the right. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And back. 10, 9. Let's clasp our hands and bring them in front of us. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck your belly in. Reach around, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, chin up, look up. Reach your arms away from your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Your arms in a T over your head. Look at the ceiling. Look at your hands as they meet. And then come around in front. Bring them over to the left. Interlace your fingers. Palms forward. And go the other way. Arm over your head. Take your left arm down, your right arm over your head. Take your hands onto your shoulders, make circles with your elbows. And pull them down. Lengthen the crown of your head. Let's come on to our wrists and warm them up by facing our wrists to the left. Just shift our hips around in a circle. So our hands are reaching to the sides of our mat. Correct. And the other way, make circles the other way. Face your fingers towards your knees. Reach forward, maybe make circles with your heels the other way. Come to all of your toes are on the mat. So you're stretching out your feet and your wrists at the same time as you bring your hips closer to your ankles. Then you can shift back and side to side. If this doesn't work for your wrists, you can just face them towards the outsides of the mat and just warm them that way. Perfectly fine. Let's do some more cat-cows from the feet. Clasp your hands, palms out. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, breathe in, open. Exhale, breathe out. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, inhale, chin up, look up, heart lifts, tailbone lifts, breathe in. Exhale, hands together, breathe out. Inhale, chin up, look up, hips up, head back, clasp your hands behind you. Breathe in, reach across the chest, breathe out. Breathe in. If this was getting too intense for your feet, it's a good idea to sit on a block. Keep that space on the feet and breathe. Now, let's hold on to either elbow with your hands. Make circles with your elbows. Other way. Now chin to your chest, reach elbows forward, reach into space, your heart into the space behind it. Breathe, you can rest your head on your elbows. Clasp your hands, reach them forward. Tucking your chin, reach them over to the right. Center over to the left. All right, let's take these two blocks. Put our hands right behind. Let's lie down on your belly. Full prostration pose for breath. Surrender your practice. Reach your hand on one of the blocks, and then place your hand on the other block. Breathe into your shoulders. Reach your right hand up. And put it down and left hand up. And down, both hands up. And down, taller blocks. Rest your hands on the blocks. Right arm up. Left arm up. And both arms up, legs up, head down. Lift your head up, 5 breaths. Rest your hands under your shoulders and then come on up to a child's pose, seated on your heels. Reach your arms forward, forehead down. Reach your hands a little bit more forward. Keep your arms active now. Reach your tailbone a little closer towards your tops of your feet. Toes. Now let's come into a puppy pose. This time we won't use blocks for the first puppy pose. We'll get deeper and deeper into the puppy pose. As we go, make sure your knees are under your hips, and then bringing your chest, forehead to the floor. Breathe, five breaths. Come onto the chin. See if you can reach your chest towards the ground. this cobra can be kind of low with the arms bent and the chest is through. Shoulders are reaching back. Crown is reaching up. Heart is lifting through. Breathe. Look up. Squeeze your butt. And round through to a downward facing dog. And start to pedal your feet out. Pressing through your knuckles. Pressing through your fingertips. Don't dump into your shoulders. Lift your shoulders away. Don't dump into your wrist by forcing the ball of your hand and the knuckles into the mat. Let's walk our feet right underneath our face. Let's take our first forward fold. You can bend your knees a bit if you want for the first one. Just keep reaching your tailbone up. Really find the compression, the ab wall reaching towards your thighs is the compression strength we need to build for our floats. Tailbone keeps reaching up, neck keeps releasing. Shifting your hips forward of your toe, of your ankles. That core that engages is where you find your balance in that. Inhale, look up halfway. So fold. Inhale, come up with a flat back, arms overhead. And clasping. If you can see my hands are pressed against the ceiling, like as if I was doing a handstand right now. The wrists are flexed, so the palm is reaching up. My wrist is reaching up. You can come onto your tippy toes. I'm going to step up. I'll step off my mat this way. So you can see my wrists. My wrists are flat. Ribs are reaching in. Take the bend out of your back by lengthening the tailbone. Then come to your tippy toes. The same. Arms are strong. Belly is in. Rib cage is in. Tail is tucked. This is perfect alignment and balance. 5 more breaths. Take your time, be playful. If you fall out of it, come back into it. If you want to pause me and work on it more, get this first. You get a handstand after. And then down. Reach your arms down, float down. Chest lifts all the way down until you fold your head as you tuck your chin at the end of the breath. Exhale completely. And let each movement use your entire breath. Entire breath, come on up. Arms are straight to the ceiling. Your ears are right between your arms. Lift your toes, squeeze your belly, tuck your tailbone. Rib cage is in. Excellent. Now let's practice handstands where the core is reaching for the leg. So a really wonderful way to test this balance is to have something squeezed in between. So when you go up, you're really like, okay, so if I start from down here, right, I'm going to, this will be, my right leg will be my kickoff leg. My left leg will be reaching up. You're gonna bend the legs and keep that core engaged around the ball. Holding the ball in. So you just keep engaged and you lift up. Just practice that. About 5, as many times as you need to find the balance. And it doesn't matter. At this point, early in the practice, right away, it doesn't matter if you're only kicking up 2 feet, if you're only kicking up 1 foot. If you have that engagement here, you're working away from the wall, you're developing confidence and strength and the right line, so that way you can, get anywhere and hold it anywhere for a while. It's a journey, and it takes as long as it takes to get it. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't have it. I've been practicing for over 20 years. I've been practicing handstands for over 5 years. Float took me 4 months to get puppy press, and I still haven't 100% got the float, but it's drills and it's time, and if I approach this with fun, childlike, playful attitude, be able to laugh at yourself, be able to enjoy the journey, because it's all about the journey, and it's all about enjoying the journey. And the journey of yoga, as Kino says, is about becoming a kind person. So if you nail your handstand and you don't become a kind person, the journey of yoga is wasted. So I think you just enjoy it. Let's just do this. Let's do this the other side. So tennis ball between your thigh and your ab wall. We're going to kick off this leg. Maybe just like bring the right leg up. Keep this core engaged. Your gaze is maybe between the fingertips. Arms are straight, pressed towards each other. And release. Just hang out over your legs. Let it go completely. Whatever just happened, just happened. Still in the very beginning of the practice. Just getting warm. Let's take some sun salutations to keep the warmth. Inhale, arms up. Come up with a flat back and deep breath all the way in. And your fingers touching your leg. Exhale, fold over the legs. Let go completely. Inhale, halfway up. Ground your hands. Left foot stays underneath. You can find a handstand and then go back to a downward dog. From downward dog, we're going to roll through to an upward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. In and exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take some pike hops. So in pike hops, the arms straight, they cannot bend. Your gaze is right between the thumbs and it has to stay there. You're gonna use your legs for momentum and you're gonna use your core. And let's practice 5. The legs are reaching towards each other, the arms are reaching towards each other. Music. Let it all go, whatever just happened, let it go. Exhale completely into standing pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Let your head go. Inhale, look up. Feet under your face. Take your right leg back, bend your left knee. Kick into a split and standing handstand, and then reach your legs back to a plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up. Right knee under your nose. Step it. Left foot straight. Bring them together. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Flatten your wrist to the ceiling. Reach your toes up. Squeeze everything together. Remember, tuck your tailbone. Pull your ribs in. Arms are framing your ears. Breathe. Three more breaths. Exhale, fold over your legs, chin up as you go. Let go completely. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Let it all go, let it drain your shoulders in. Inhale, look up. Step back with the right leg. Step back with the left leg for plank. Let's rock up and down on your wrists. Circles on your wrists, holding plank. Core is engaged. Chin up, look up, slow down, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Heart lift, shoulders back, butt through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Reach the left leg up. Left knee to your nose. Left foot between your hands. Right foot meets the left. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Come up with the flat back, all the way up. Throwing in the wrist to the ceiling. Flat arms. Come to the tippy toes. Belly's core is engaged. Hips are in. Arms are reaching towards each other. Rib cage. Breathe, butt is tucked. Exhale, fold over your legs. Let it all go. Inhale, look up. Hands under your face. Left foot can come right under your nose, under your belly button, like right under your hips. The right leg is going to reach up. The left leg bends. Just kind of imagine stepping up. And then come back to downward facing dog. Roll through towards chaturanga. Top of the chaturanga will release for 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Resting your whole entire front body on the mat. Arms in a T. Left leg bends. Foot to the ceiling. Left leg reaches behind you. Right arm can be in front of you. Left arm can be in front of you. Left leg behind you. Stretching out the left shoulder. If you want to reach around, try, if you want to hold on to the hand, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Breathe. 5 more breaths. Okay, let's roll over the left arm. Right hand is behind. Right foot is bent behind the left leg. Left leg is straight. And roll around through. Someone wants you to find some wall space. Bring your mat right to the wall. So we're just going to practice building strength and arm and handstand. We're going to really work the alignment here. Arms between, ears between the arms. Arms are strong, okay? And just listen to the gauge directions here. Grounding in, all right, hands for handstands the index finger should be straight forward, right? Should be really gripping the ground with your index finger. And then just kind of kick up, okay? Okay, kind of kick up. Now, when you get to look towards the center of the room, shrug your shoulders, your ears towards your shoulders. And then release. Let's do 10. Arms magnetized towards each other. We're really gonna look towards your feet for alignment. Look towards your hands, look between your hands, keep your ears between your arms. Now very, very, very slowly we're going to bend the left leg or take it away from the wall. You, in building strength with the reverse kick, slowly lower that. And release, excellent job. Flush your feet out, take a squat, keep your hands out, make circles with your wrists, come to a seated position. Pancake is great for building the ab wall compression, strength, fold over. You don't have to have your legs out wide, this whatever, if your legs can be closer together. Just for whole pancake for about a minute. Really fun. Everyone's favorite. All right, big blocks. More drills here. Legs in a V. Your blocks maybe on medium height here. Okay. When you lean forward more, you're building more strength, compression strength, and it's harder. But you gotta do you. You gotta figure out what works for you. We're just going to take the right leg over the block, maybe 8 times. 1. Keep breathing. You put your hands here now. 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Massage out your hamstring. And let's do the other one. Leaning forward, hands on the other side of the leg. Do 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Leaving. Bring the legs together, butterfly. Lean, press your left hand into your left thigh. Lean to your right. And lean to your left. Lean over your feet. We're going to do the opposite leg. So last time the right leg stayed attached to the wall. Slowly lowered the left leg. This is where the strength is built in the reverse. So using the core while reaching. This is your center of control. So this is the area these drills are focusing on. Hip flexors, ab wall. We're gonna have the left. We'll have the right foot. The opposite leg will stay glued to the wall and slowly lower down the opposite leg. So get your line up. You know, hands are facing the wall. Spread out. Index fingers are facing forward, everything is spread out. Just kick up any way you can kick up. Reach your head between your arms. Reach your heels up. Shoulder shrugs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, look at your toes. Now bonus alignment. Keep your head between your arms. Look at your fingers, your thumbs. Now, I'm going to keep my left leg glued for 5 more breaths. I'll do that. 5 more breaths. Your arms are squeezing towards each other. Could look to the center of the room. Right leg comes very, very, very slowly to the ground. Reach your arms towards each other. Strong, strong, strong arms. Strong, strong, strong core. Reach the ab wall. Compression, strength. Build it. See if you can float it. Float it slowly down. Beautiful. Shake it out. Let that go. Come to a squat. Roll on your back. Constructive rest on your knees towards each other. Let go completely of everything that just happened. Let it go. Let's take our knees over to the left. Ground into the right and the left edges of the feet. Look over your right shoulder. And bring your feet over to the right. Ground through the inner arch of the left foot and the outer arch of the right foot, and bring them in as you look over the left shoulder. Breathe. Let's just rotate our legs back and forth, knees back and forth, releasing whatever just happened completely. Hug your knees into your chest, bring your head up. Let's reach out for a little boat. Exhale, knees to nose, inhale, low boat. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, low boat. Arms straight out, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, use the core. You know, it's a nice release if you actually take your wrists under your knees, hold on to your left wrist with your right hand, squeeze your knees, squeeze your thighs towards each other, towards the wrists, compression and squeezing the wrists in for a massage. Switch hands, left wrist, left hand grabs the right wrist and pulls it away. And the knees and the legs squeezing, making compression for the wrists. Okay, let's roll it out. Roll to all fours. Transition to a little bit of a flow now to wake up the inner thighs for the straddle press. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Right knee to your nose. And right knee to your ceiling. Right foot right behind. Very wild thing. Open the heart. Squeeze the arm back. And then breathe. Now reach your hand to the window towards the front wall. Take the right knee towards your armpit. Reach it straight down. Continue to turn for you. Skandasana. You're in Skandasana. Let's move over to the left in Skandasana. To the right. Let's go with the way we came in. Left leg reaches out the back. Join feet together. Left leg floats to the sky. Left knee to your nose. Shift your hips forward. Shift your shoulders forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Let's take the left foot right behind the back for a wild thing. Lift your hips, reach back. Press the outer edge of the right heel into the mat. Lift the left knee all the way to your armpit. And then slowly bring it through. Kick Skandasana, left side. Right side. Left side. Let's rotate to the front. Find the left foot, do it again. Left leg to the ceiling. Right leg to the ceiling. Left leg to the ceiling. Right leg to the ceiling. Right leg right out to the right shoulder. Right knee back. Right knee to the nose, over the shoulder, over the wrist. Right foot plants. Skandasana. This time in Skandasana, see if you can just reach your arms forward. Think about this more as an inner thigh stretch. And then let's walk over to the left Skandasana and then reach your arms forward. Getting this inner thigh stretch here. And sit on your butt. Take the left foot back behind you. Right arm in front of the right leg. Maybe hold on to the right toes. Left arm over your ear. If you can, come straight down the middle. You can stand elbows here. If this bothers your knee or your foot, you can bend your foot inside instead of outside of your leg. Pull over. The left knee in. Push over the right leg. Right leg bends. Take the left leg straight behind you. Left arm sweep over your ear. This is like a modified side angle. Now this time I'm going to exhale, inhale. Left arm all the way through the air. Cartwheel the arm to the floor. Right leg straightens out, right arm over your ear. Feel a stretch. If you bring your hips forward right into the center of your right hip, breathe into it. And then frame the right foot, modified pyramid. The toes up in the air. Half Hanumanasana. Bend the right leg. Let's just stay and linger here for a hips flexor stretch. can shift back and forth, find out where the hip flexor needs the love. Linger if you're feeling called to linger. We're going to take this deeper into the hamstrings and hip flexors. You will walk on the blocks. Reach your heart up. Crown of the head reaches up. Shift, hips sink low. 5 breaths. Excellent. Let's frame the left foot with the blocks. Fold over the left foot. The right leg. The right leg is framed. The right leg again can reach up for the half Hanumanasana. If you want to take this deeper, you can come into a split pose or stay breathing in Hanumanasana. Half split. Half split. You can hold on to blocks here. You can put a block right underneath you. You can do whatever you need to do. Forward, hold the block, slide the block along the floor as you bring your chest towards the floor for the entire leg stretch. Breathe. And back. Excellent job. See if you can bend the left leg. Alright, let it go. Come back. Try not to drag the right leg, but lift the left leg side, right leg silently to the ceiling. Excellent. Put the right foot right in front of the left foot and then just reach back your hips back. So you cross your ankles as you reach back your hips in downward dog. The left leg sweeps this way. And left knee to your nose. And left foot back. And left knee to your left shoulder. And left knee to your nose as you shift forward and back. And left knee to your forehead, to back. And left knee to your reach. And then reach your left leg back. Take a left leg behind you. Flip the dog. Hips slide, raise up. Now, left knee is going to stay close to your armpit. And then come to the front. Skandasana, left side. Reach your arms forward for that inner thigh stretch. Linger. And then reach over to the right for a Skandasana right side. And then come to the left, Skandasana left side. Drop your butt. Take your left knee back. Right arm runs on the front of the right leg. Left, you can hold the outer edge of the foot or the toe. Left arm comes over your ear, past the outer edge of the foot. And just surrender. So 5 breaths. And then come forward right in the center. Take your time. You can start with on your elbows. Going in the direction of your pubic bone, just fold over your legs. You can rest on blocks if you want. fold over the left leg. Bend the right knee to the ground. Inhale, chin up. Linger here. Let's rock back and forth on the left leg. Let's take pyramid. Lean back and forward in a pyramid. Side to side, I should say side to side. I'm saying modified pyramid because your right knee's down. Leave the cat on and on. The right leg, right arm up. Swing the left hip back. Left arm is up. Left hip is swinging back. Like a reverse triangle. This left hand in front of the left foot. Right knee bends behind, and then your right arm reaches up. Shift your hips under your torso. Right arm over your ear. Let's find the left foot. And let's take the left foot into a split. If you're ready. Actually, we did not did that. We did not stretch out the hip flexors enough on that side. Let me take these blocks back here for the hip flexors. So hips are forward. You rock back and forth. You can find stillness. Whatever is appealing to you at the moment, find stillness. Go up onto your blocks and sink your hips. Crown of the head reaches back and up. If you want to take the split on the left, or fold over the left first for Hanuman. Chin is forward. Fold. And then just take the split when you're ready. Hold on to the blocks as you go down. You can use the blocks to support your hips. Just slide one underneath your hips. Reach head back. Hip flexor stretch on the left side. Just find it. Find wherever you are in the split. Breathe there for a few. And then reach down. And let's take the pancake now. Your legs do not have to be this wide, but wide leg forward fold is awesome for decompression strength, for opening the hamstrings. You need these. You need these for your handstands and your presses and everything. Just breathe wherever you are. Just breathe there. Enjoy the journey. And come back when you're ready. Bring your knees towards each other. Thumbs back. Reach over your feet. Shake it out a little bit. And then show up your knees. Left knee down. Back behind you. Right hand inside. Right hand outside the left knee. And then let's switch the other way. Reach your right by the opposite way. The left hand comes around front of the right leg and reach, just twist over. Okay. Let's take another low to puppy. Inhale, let's straighten your legs. Nice flat back. Breathe here. To fold. Come on, arms up. Get your hand, exhale, fold over your legs. Let your hand go at the end. Inhale, lift up halfway. Left foot stays under your foot, right leg reaches back. Then the left leg, we're going to try to do a handstand transition, maybe pike hop back, okay? So, now, left leg bends, drop it, come into a upward facing dog, come to a downward facing dog. Step your right foot right under your nose, maybe under your belly, I should say. Left leg is straight up. We're going to try one more handstand. My arms are squeezing towards each other. Fingers are pressed in, knuckles are pressed in. Remember the compression strength on the way up. Control the lift to control it. Down, excellent. Get right on your knees. Take it in this puppy pose, we'll take on blocks. So work your knees back right into your hips. Rock your hands forward on top of the blocks. If your head does not touch the floor, it's okay. If your head does, go for your chin and chest. Nothing has to touch the floor. Forehead on the floor. Walk your legs back. Take that's a puppy pose or breath. I'm going to take 2 more handstands at the wall in this practice. Now, the easiest way to access press handstand is to use your head against the wall. So, you've got to basically maybe, you got to really press the back of your head into the wall. That, it gives you it just absorbs a lot of the weight. So you're not completely you're going to have to reach your head. So you're going to get used to that. Your shoulders are moving over your ankles, and that's disconcerting, and that is the balance for the press handstand, and that's all the core work, all this. We've been talking about the compression, the inner ab wall. So let's do that. So you kind of got to judge the space for yourself where you're going to ground your hands by putting the back of your head into the wall first. You're going to need the space to lift your legs. Okay, so find the space that works, and then really press into your knuckles. Really ground your fingertips. Press into your fingertips. Press your head back. I think I need more space here. So find the space you need. Press into the head. Take one leg up, and then reach the other leg up. Take your legs off. Take your head off the wall. Take your legs off the wall. Oh, I haven't done that in a while. I'm going to do that one again to get the space right. All right, here we go. Shake it out. Let go of whatever just happened. Let's take a pancake to let go of that. Pancake, wrists can face, fingers can face your legs as you fold over to release the wrists. puppy. Blocks are higher this time. So you take them to the highest level or the second to highest level. They should be right under your shoulders. Walk your knees back until they're under our hips, and then come and release the shoulders this way. Chin and chest reach to the ground, opening your armpits. Okay, release that. And then child's pose for just 5 breaths. I'm going to try that wide leg float form. I'm going to try to keep my arms further away from the wall. That was the problem last time. So, hands are forward. Arms are really engaged. Head is really reaching to the wall. Legs should be somewhat close to you. Tippy toes, spread your legs wide. Tippy toes. Each leg away, away. Use the compression strength. I'm gonna shut up and do this. I'm gonna not talk. It's important that we're pressing our head into the wall, that we're really reaching forward of the fingers. The legs are wide. Possibly it's a good idea to step on the block first, this one too. Then your hips are even higher up. So your hips are higher up, so that makes it easier. Away from the wall. Reach your arms towards each other. Really, really engage. Look at your hands. Press your toes. Let's go back and find strength on the reverse. Well, first let's just get off the wall first. So both feet should be off the wall. Oops. Okay, I was not so slow on the way down. Let it go. Whatever just happened. Shake out your wrists. Let go completely. All right. Just take about 5 breaths to absorb everything that just happened and all the strength you just created in your body. Okay, knees into your chest. Let's rock back side to side, right? Back and side, back. Side to side, arms reach back. Low boat. Always engaged in knees to nose. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, head to your knees. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, grab your knees in. Inhale, low boat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, so that is actually building up some core strength for Lolasana and the float throughs. So you devote to the same thing as a float through, actually. We're going to do Lolasana And I promised one more handstand against the wall, which takes courage. So you're gonna back yourself up into the wall, all the way into the wall. Just back yourself up, your belly and your nose, and everything touches the wall, okay? So for Savasana, do that now. Cross legs in front of you, really arm strength, core strength, everything is pulling in. And we're going to try to recross and straighten the legs in between. We'll do that for 10. Exhale, inhale up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's hard. 2 more. All right, great. Let it go. Come to a cobbler pose. Maybe your hands could be on the outsides of your legs or in front of you to stretch the wrists, release the wrists, and shift side to side. And then take your feet on block. And so for the last handstand against the wall. Into the wall. Face your head is facing the wall. You can come up and just walk your body into the wall. Ten breaths. Excellent. All right. Let go of whatever just happened again. Forgive yourself. You're still a really good person. Remember, it's the journey. Feel blessed that you practiced. Feel blessed that your body is awake and alive and pulsating. Feel blessed for all the forces that pull this moment into being exactly what it's supposed to be, for you to show up on your mat. Thank yourself. Thank your higher power for the strength. So today we really work the hip flexors. I'm going to do a lot more of these videos for my own practice. I'm going to end with a ball. So you can use a chair, you can use the wall. It's really helpful to release the hip flexors by resting on a ball. So, or a chair or a hand. And actually, if you're a little chilly, maybe you want to grab a blanket too. Cover yourself with a blanket. And just incorporate and bask in everything that you just created, all the space you created, and the muscle memory. It is so important to have Savasana. Don't skip it. Your muscle memory, your spirit needs it. Okay, might be ready now to roll onto one side. You make a pillow with your left arm. And 3 breaths to transition. And come to a seated pose. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. May the rest of your day unfold with grace. May be happy, may be peaceful, may be filled with love and joy. May you see the divine light in all beings. May we take the peace we find in yoga and bring it into the world. May it be useful for good. May be calm. Calm is constructive of good. Thank you so much. I'm honored. Please keep coming back. Share and subscribe. Got a lot more to share. Now you do you, only better.